All right, welcome, welcome. So glad you've been with us for 5 days of this journey. And if you haven't, great stuff in the previous four. You want to roll. Each video has been 15 minutes or less, trying to get you dialed in on doing things differently, overcoming a crowded marketplace so that you can get buyers, right? The concept here is you getting in front of the people that are going to buy from you. You having the right conversations with the right people at the right time about the right things, and stop mastering selling and start mastering how to structure your world in such a way that sales occur. That's what a responsible business owner does. And that's what we want you. That's your reality that we want for you. Okay, so today we're going to dive in. We're going to talk about a concept here that client acquisition costs. Right? We've been reviewing day one. We talked about crowded marketplace and how you overcome that stuff. Right, with hand-picked leads. Right. We then talked about educated guessing, and you eliminate educated guessing by creating a process by design that gets you in front of your people at the right stage of readiness, need, and desire. Right. Then we move to the next niche here or issue is that you have confused buyers, and a confused buyer, as we know, is not a buyer. They don't buy. They're confused. They don't know what to do. They need clarity. They need an embedded prescription. They need to know that you're the right solution at the right time that is hand delivered to them, right? And then that all creates low trust in the marketplace. And you shift a low trust environment, as we just talked about yesterday, by becoming fully endorsed, not just recommended, fully endorsed, right? And have people who are hand walked to you. And today, that all leads to one simple reality that getting new leads is expensive. It is more expensive by the day. The smallest percentage of companies who have nailed this, who've really put in the work and the time, the effort, and the energy, have this down. Almost every company out there is dealing with some version of how do I work the algorithm better? How do I find a way to get leads cheaper? How do I find more inbound traffic? Where's my interruption marketing? Marketing is a real challenge. And the problem is that most marketing is going to get you leads, not buyers. Okay, it is not that leads are expensive, it's that the wrong leads are expensive, right? If you're paying for leads, I'm going to make a case here that you're already losing, right? The biggest tax on entrepreneurs today is the cost of guessing. The cost of guessing is killing you, right? You're not being out marketed, you're literally being out designed. You need to design the success that you want, design the right journey for the right opportunities for your people to be hand walked into your world. That's what we're talking about. Okay. So, welcome to day five, right? The final session. This is where it all ties together, right? You've learned why marketing is too loud, why you can't afford to guess, why your buyers are confused, and why trust is at an all time low. Now we get to the part that hits your bank account the hardest, right? Are you paying attention? Take it in right now. If you're looking, if you want to make sure that this all leads to money in the bank for you, type money, excuse me, type money in the chat and give us a thumbs up. Make sure you like whichever platform that you happen to be listening or tuning into today. Okay. Remember, the biggest tax on entrepreneurs today is the cost of guessing. So let me tell you a story about one of our clients, brilliant entrepreneur with a powerful offer. We have so many in that fit that bucket. A big heart, someone who cared tremendously, was spending nearly 50K a month on traffic. Sound familiar? Okay. He was frustrated. Every month, the leads got colder, ad costs got higher, conversion rates got lower, cycles got longer. All contradict, it all just counterintuitive. It doesn't make sense. All the money we're spending on leads, all the money we've put into the qualification process, right? The qualification process, as if there is a you as there's if a one size fits all qualification process that all of your leads come through, and as a result they win. It's like, no, every buyer is different. You have to think about that and account for that. There are things that the more mass market you put out, it's great. You're going to reach more people, but you're also going to put a lot of people into a bucket, and people just aren't that way anymore. Every buyer is unique. All right. So we want to make sure we're fixing that. Questions were always the same. Why does it cost us more to make less? Where's the sales? Right? Here's what we told them, because you're paying for leads. And in 2025, leads are the most expensive gamble in business. Once we moved him to a buyer powered partner network, things started changing, right? You do lead generation. It's what a good responsible business owner does. There's nothing wrong with it. We've been doing lead generation and we're pretty good at it, right? For a decade plus. But lead generation, cold traffic lead generation marketing has always been the smallest percentage of our revenue generation. It's not a bad thing. I'm not knocking it because there's a lot of people who do it and do it decently. Um, but that should not be what you rely upon. Okay. If you're only building your business on what the marketing engine is doing up front, you're going to always have some trouble. Okay. Once we moved them to again to that buyer powered partner network, we are fully endorsed buyers. We're being hand walked in the door. Cost per acquisition didn't go down. It freaking disappeared, right? It completely shrunk because there's a whole lot of other things attached to it and lifetime journey, upsells, buy, cross sells, everything else that we design in the systems with the companies that we work with. Okay. But you don't pay for buyers, you earn them through design. It is so much more effective to be able to pay for somebody who's hand walked to you that as a buyer versus having someone that you're paying on the front end to bring into your world to hopefully win them over at some point down the line and turn that into revenue. Don't pay for buyers, earn them through design. Okay. Problem, rising cost of client acquisition. It's a real thing. If that's not a term you're familiar with, get familiar with it. Okay. But I'm assuming you already are. Solution, stop paying for leads. Okay. I understand that's controversial and that's going to cause a problem for some of you. Okay. Remedy, pay for wins through partner powered buyer pipeline. A partner powered buyer pipeline. And this isn't just affiliate swaps and throwing people's email my list. And I'll show you where we have proven strategies and systems and processes, and we do this in ways that nobody else does, so that people are always showing up, put here by other people who highly endorse it, who are highly influential and respected in your client's world, who walk them to you, hand walk them to you, and say, let's make it magic happen. Okay. Truth is, traffic is getting more expensive, attention is getting shorter, algorithms are getting unpredictable, competition is getting noisier. And you know what's not getting more expensive? Trust, 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 relationships, partnership ecosystems, strategic introduction, hand walked buyers. You know why a lot of people try to walk away from that? Because it's not scalable. So they say, oh, you can't just scale it to infinity. Oh, I got news for you. If you do it well and build systems around it, it is scalable. Hey, relationships are, but it's also about not about you having hundreds of relationships, about having the right relationships. Every ad platform gets more costly every year. And you got to deal with what's happening on iOS, the latest iOS update. You got to worry about what the heck they're doing at Google and at Facebook, and they're messing with the algorithms because all of a sudden it's going to throw a wrench into your marketing plan. If you don't have excess money in your marketing budget, it's going to hurt you right when that happens. Hey, humans still trust humans. That's a fact. And trust is the one thing that you can scale without breaking the bank. Are you here? Do I be catching your attention? All right. Client acquisition cost is rising because traffic is crowded, because the wrong buyers are clicking and you pay for every click. Algorithms reward chaos, not results. You're competing with AI generated everything, right? And guessing burns money. Here's the punchline: you don't pay for buyers, you're paying for guesses. That's a challenge, right? It's something we understand is business. We get it. It's all part of the reality of running a business. But we don't want that to have to be your reality. I'm trying to get my screen share up. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. So paying for wins, right? Pay for wins. Don't pay for guesses. When somebody hand walks a buyer to you, the cost isn't in the lead. It's in the relationship, which is infinitely scalable. You pay in trust, you pay in reputation, you pay in collaboration. Okay. You want partner powered buyers. That's how this all works. That is how it all works, right? You remember, you're not paying for leads, you're paying for guesses, and that's going to stop. All right. Pay for wins, right? You pay in collaborations, the most profitable cost structure in business. because it always produces when you do it well. We see so many partners that put things into place and it's just some affiliate swaps. And I see a lot of partner networks that have just died and gone down because it's just the same old thing. It's very transactional and it's not, doing the same thing that the cold lead generation is doing. You're just taking somebody else's trash from their list and moving it onto your list. That's not what we're talking about here. Partner powered buyers. Okay. What they give you is trust, access, warm introductions, buyers who show up ready, sales cycles that are cut in half, if not eliminated altogether, a calendar of full of qualified calls, and no wasted budgets. That's the most predictable, stable, scalable way that I know of to grow business in a low trust era, in a place where you can't afford to take all the extra risk. Start taking intentional action towards building buyer centered pipelines. Okay. Because buyers are always better than leads. And that is the game we play around here. And that's the game that we want to help you play. So if this is resonating with you at all, hey, this is day 5. We're wrapping this up here. Okay, go back through these past 5 days. You're going to get some very interesting insights on how to start seeing the traffic game being played and what you can be doing differently. But we want to invite you to get inside the game here and let us get you on the fast track to our Leads Made Easy event. If you want to stop chasing people who aren't ready, tired of spending money on guessing, right? If you're done paying the rising tax of guessing, if you want fully endorsed buyers being hand walked into your world, right, then Leads Made Easy event is the event that will change your business. And I want to invite you. Come and check it out. And I'll just come if you want to see if this will actually work, come and show it. Put it here, come to here and let us you should prove that this will work for you. I want you to be able to come in and say, I'm going to put this to the test and show you that you're wrong. Please do, because you will be very happily satisfied. You will see that the power of this is incredible and what it can do for you will change the game for you. In 2 days, we're going to build your power partner network. You're going to have a trust transfer ecosystem. You're going to have hand walked buyer pathway. You're going to build your strategic positioning, your readiness, need, and desire clarity, and your entire buyer powered lead flow ecosystem. Not theory, not fluff, actual execution. We're just talking about today. We're working through some of the content. We teach a lot of philosophy and theory because we have learned that you just can't teach people transactions because if they don't understand them, they don't understand the principles behind them and what's going on, then they don't stick to it and it doesn't work. And so we teach a lot of the philosophy and the principles behind it. And we're stripping out a lot of that because we want you walking away with templates, tools, scripts, the right prompts for things, and so you can have literally your network built and clearly identified, the right scripts to get in front of them, the right offers to put together, agreements, NDAs, all the things that you will need, literally a package to walk out with and say, I'm going to build collaboration networks now effectively from to this day going forward and will always and forever be part of how you grow a business, regardless of what else you do. Even if you are playing the cold traffic game, God bless you. There's nothing wrong with it. You just that can be the only thing that you do, especially when cash flow is tight and trust is at an all-time low. Okay. So if you want the details, drop wins in the chat below and we will get that to you. All right. This is the future of lead generation and we're building it together. You have to learn how to be inside of ecosystems that work, and we are world class at that. It's the Netflix style of building business, and we're here to show you how that can work for you. So if you want to find out more, type wins in the chat. We'd be honored to serve you and help you see a new path towards a great future growing your business.